Welcome back, everyone. Anzzia here, and today I bring you special guest, hip hop artist Kendall T. Thanks so much for joining us.
It's an honor. I'm glad you guys could have me.
Man, I've heard so much about you. You're doing big things. Tell us a little bit about your moves in the hip hop game.
Yeah, well, I've been recording and doing music since 2012, so it hasn't been too long, but I've been really taking it serious this last couple years, and I'm set to release an album called Empty Canvas this year, and actually in the next month and a half or so. And I've been working with some big names, got some big features on it, so I'm excited about that.
So let's talk about Empty Canvas. Where did you get the name from? Because I think that can mean so many things.
Yeah, Empty Canvas, kind of like I said, I've been recording since 2012, but this will be my first project that I drop on iTunes and Google Play and Spotify and everything. So Empty Canvas is kind of like I'm new to the music industry. Not a lot of people know who I am yet. So Empty Canvas kind of resembles I have a clean slate, completely empty canvas. And I want my fans and my followers to watch me as I slowly paint this picture in my music career so they can see who I am.
I just got gold chills when you said that. I like that.
That's the kind of the meaning behind Empty Canvas.
I like that. And you got a lot of big names on, and this is your first album, right? That you're really pushing like this. Tell us a little bit about who you have featured on this.
Well, I've got Petey Pablo. It's kind of an old school name, but people know. There you go. Take your shirt off. But yeah, I got Petey Pablo. I got Nino Brown from Miami. I've got Carl Lovett, aka Moet. He was with Pretty Ricky. So that's just to name a few names I got. I ain't gonna give away everything, but I've got a good amount of features, and I think the project's really gonna wow people. That's so awesome. I'm excited.
You've been doing a lot in this short amount of time. How did you get artists with those names to jump on your track?
It's really about connection. I mean, it's not. When I hit up these artists, it's hard to get features and everything if you're just jumping straight to the chase and ask them. It's all about relationships. So once you build a relationship and they earn your respect and you respect them, then it becomes a friendship, and then people just want to work with you.
Tell me a little bit about the album. What does it mean to you? What's the message behind it?
There's so much. The project's so diverse. There's so much, so many different kinds of songs. You got your hype songs on there. You got your party songs, and then you got your laid back and just listen, vibing, love songs. You got such a big mix that I think it's really going to be able to reach a lot of people. And one thing about me that stands out from a lot of different artists is I don't curse in my music. So when it comes to my music, some people get a laugh about this, but I'll actually get booked for a church, and I'll do a church show, and then the next night I'll be in the club opening for T-Pain. I did a T-Pain show, Ace Hood, Trick Daddy, Plies, Boosie. I've done all the shows, but it's cool because the same set I do opening for Plies in Mississippi or Boosie is the same set I can do at a church. So I can reach all age groups.
So you can take it from the streets and still be family friendly at the same time. I like that.
Yeah, I try to keep it family friendly. And that way you can reach more people. I'm not just going for the streets or just for the kids, but I'm reaching so many different crowds. So no one can't listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. So what inspired you to write the music that you put specifically on this album?
Well, all the music I record comes from my heart. I mean, for my music, I like to get personal with it, and I like to be a blessing in people's lives. So, like, when I record, I don't just rap to blow steam or to talk about some of these what the typical rappers talk about as far as like the money or the cars and the girls. And I'm not hating on anybody that raps about that. Everyone's got their own lane, their own style. Yeah. But my lane, personally, is, I like to get personal. I like people to be able to hear it and be like, wow, that's me. And not everybody out there has the money, the cars, and all that stuff. So I like to get personal where whether you're rich, poor, broke, homeless, kids, grown-ups, they can all relate. Yeah. And I like to write the way I write so I can be a blessing in someone's life.
Your background, it doesn't seem like you come from the same thread as most rappers. Tell me a little bit about how you got into the industry.
Well, I was born in Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. I moved down here when I was 2 years old, so I'm pretty much a Floridian. Yeah. I don't like the cold, so I moved down here when I was 2. I've been down here in Marion County since. I grew up in we were middle class home. My parents, they always worked for themselves. My dad owned the biggest painting company in the state of Ohio, and my mom owned her own cleaning company. So as far as the entrepreneurship and the music is, it kind of all flows through our blood. So my parents, they always worked for themselves. And when it came to rapping, my buddy, actually, my friend Davis Dawkins, he was one of my best friends growing up since we were little. He came to me and said, "Hey, we should try this rapping thing." And I was like, "Bro, I'm a white boy. I don't rap. I don't got no flow. Let's just be straight with it. I don't rap." And he's just like, "No, I'll write your verses for you." I was like, "Okay, let's try it then." Okay. And we recorded a couple songs, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." I said, "I think I can do it."
Where'd you record at?
Right out of my closet in my bedroom.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
we had a snowball mic, a round snowball mic that's supposed to sit on the desk, and we thought we'd cool, and we'd hang it by my clothes rack, and it was horrible actually. But our music actually sucked, but it was all right. But
it was a start.
Yeah, it was a start, and we had fun doing it. And from that point on, I was like, you know what, I think I can write. So started writing my own things. And my father, another reason why music means so much to me. My father was he recorded some songs. His songs used to be on the jukeboxes and like the Waffle Houses. And
really?
Yeah, he wrote a song, Can't Say Goodbye. His best friend wrote it, Doug Gaynor, but he recorded it. It's called Can't Say Goodbye. And one of my mom and dad's first dates, they walk into a Waffle House and he puts a song on the jukebox for her. But it ranked number 33 in the top country come-up charts, and Willie Nelson was 34.
What?
So he beat Willie Nelson on the come up charts. So that was pretty exciting. But
cool.
So it kind of flows through my blood as far as the entrepreneurship in it and the recording music.
Okay, so I know you've surrounded yourself with a lot of people in the industry that have already done big things and are continuing to grow and do it in the industry. Of all of them and others, who would you say would be an artist that you would really love to link up with and work with in one way or the other?
Out of the ones I've met, or out of...
In the ones you've met, or the ones that you're soon to meet, you know?
Someone that's actually gave me a lot of good advice was Mims. Mims from This Is Why I'm High.
Yeah.
This is why, yeah. So he's given me some good advice, but I would say Thrill to Playa from 69 Boys. You know, I've been around him more than any of them. So my first show I ever, it was my first show I ever performed at was with opening up for Thrill to Playa from 69 Boys. So, and that was in 2012.
Your first show?
2012, my first show. So yeah, I opened up for him, and ever since then we've connected and we've stayed in touch throughout the years. And this past year we've really been talking. So I got a lot of love and respect for the 69 Boys. Of course, I'd love to meet Eminem. I grew up listening to Eminem and 50 Cent. Them two guys were like, I still got more of their music on my phone than any of the new stuff. I don't really vibe with the new stuff as much as I do. Sometimes I feel like I came up in the wrong generation. I should have went back a little bit. But I love to sit down with them and meet them. And then also another couple artists, not sure if you're familiar with, Lecrae. I listen to a lot of Lecrae and NF. Lecrae and NF, I'd love to work with them one day and sit down, and they're doing a lot of big things right now. So.
Good. Hey, so if any of you guys are watching, Kendall T.
Yeah, hit me up. Let's work.
Where you plan on going with this? I know you want to put it out in iTunes and Google Play and all those places, and Spotify. What do you hope to accomplish from that?
For me, as far as the music goes, I'm more of a, would it be great if the whole world heard? Absolutely. But if just Florida or just, I'm branching out there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just trying to stay local. I'm branching out there, but I just want the people that do listen for them to get something from it. So, like I said, if we go out there and make noise, then awesome. I'm glad. And we're setting up a tour. I'm going to be touring with Petey Pablo and
awesome.
DJ Unk. I don't know if you remember him.
I do know DJ Unk.
Yeah, Two Step and Walk It Out. Yeah. So we're working on some stuff with Ray Lavender. He was signed by Akon. So we got some big things happening.
Wait, did you say Akon?
Ray Lavender was signed by Akon.
Oh,
he's on Akon's his last album. Forgot the name of the song, but Ray Lavender did that song, My Girl's Got a Girlfriend. Remember that song back in the day? Yeah, so I'm working with all these guys, so they're kind of mentoring me and figuring out how everything works along the way.
Cool. So how many tracks do you have on this album that you're going to be releasing?
We've got, I've cut some. I'm going to be recording 2 more. That was a last minute decision to add to the thing. But I think there'll be about 13 tracks on the album.
Beautiful. So it's full length.
Full length album, yeah.
What is your favorite track on the album?
Ah, man, that's such a hard one. Because like I said, it's so diverse. If I want to, if I feel like in the mood to party and jump around and dance.
So one turn-up track and then one more mellow track.
All right, turn-up track would probably be Mardi Gras. I got a
Okay.
song called Mardi Gras, and the club or whoever is listening, they always turn up to, and that's a pretty big hit of mine. I'm going to be doing a music video of that soon. And then my other track would probably be Go Harder. I got a track called Go Harder, and that's with Carl Lovett. That was with Pretty Ricky. I got that track with him, and that song that song probably means more to me than all the other tracks because I get more personal about in my life, and I talk about things I've gone through, and so I think that's one of my favorite tracks, the Go Harder track.
I like that.
But that's not my decision; it's the fans that choose which ones they like. But yeah, that's the ones I like.
Okay. When is this album actually going to be live and available for download and purchase?
We were aiming for the end of September,
Okay.
so right around the corner. So the end of September, the beginning of October. I haven't officially put the date out there yet, but it's going to be right around the corner. I'm going to be releasing everything real soon, so
That's awesome.
I'm excited. We're working on all the promo, and we're going to be shooting a couple more music videos here in the next few weeks, so I'm excited. And I just released a music video for a song of mine on the project called I Will Not Fold.
Mm-hmm.
So they can check that out on YouTube and tell me what you think.
Word. On top of that, I know you're still fairly new in the industry yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What is some advice that you wish you had that you would give to another artist coming in?
I would say never give up, don't stop. I mean, there's a lot of times, and take criticism well. That's a big one.
That's a huge one.
Take criticism well, constructive criticism, because if you're not willing to listen to other people, if you're not willing to hear what they have to say, then you're really never going to go far. Because if it's all about you and what you think, then good luck. You know what I mean? Like, you really need to take constructive criticism and apply it towards whatever you are, whether you're a painter, a recording artist, a media guy, film, whatever it is. Listen to other people. I mean, take time to listen and learn from other people, because when you listen, you can learn something every single day.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think that concludes.
Awesome.
That concludes our interview. Thank
I
you
appreciate
so much.
you. Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
All right, and again, can you give a quick shout out to our viewers and readers, your social media, and where they can find all things Kendall T?
You can check me out on all the social media outlets, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Kendall T Music, and my album will be available soon, Empty Canvas, at Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, wherever you can get the music, it'll be there. So I appreciate y'all's support. I love y'all and look forward to, giving y'all this new music.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
To you guys, this is Anzzia and Kendall T. Check him out. Check us out at AnZziaMagazine.com. On social media at Anzzia Magazine. Give him a like, share, comment on all his good stuff, and we will be seeing you guys later.
Peace.